A major piece of evidence was presented in the sentencing hearing of Molly Corbett and Thomas Martins in Lexington. The court there in Davidson County heard Jack and Sarah Corbett, Jason Corbett's children's statements to the Dragonfly House just days after their father was killed, detailing abuse they say they saw in the home. Now, as many of you know, the Dragonfly House is a local nonprofit that helps children overcome the trauma of abuse. Fox 8's Madison Forsey joins us now live from Lexington. Madison, walk us through the significance of this evidence today.
Yeah, so these statements in this video have never been seen. Jack and Sarah recanted their statements to the Dragonfly House after they moved back to Ireland and were adopted by Jason's family after the trial. Now, Martins and Corbett's legal team argued after their clients were convicted back in 2017 that by not being able to see this video, a jury couldn't fully understand that Molly was a victim of domestic abuse. And an appeals court in the North Carolina Supreme Court agreed with that sentiment, and that's how we ended back up here. Now, I watched and listened to that 2 hours of video, and this is what I saw. A much younger Sarah and Jack Corbett appeared on the screen today inside the Davidson County Courthouse. The defense was finally able to show the video of Sarah and Jack individually talking to a social worker at the Dragonfly House in August of 2015, hours after they laid their father to rest. Sarah recounted the entire day and remembered waking up that night and going down to her parents' room because she was scared. She also detailed how her dad was mean to Molly, who she called her mom at the time. He would yell at Molly, and Sarah witnessed him stomping on her feet and even running over her foot with a car. She also shared her dad, Jason, would call Molly constantly and told the social worker she felt sad and scared in that moment. Jack's testimony was similar, telling the social worker after Molly told the kids their grandpa hit their dad with a bat and she hit their dad with a brick, he was mad. He also said he saw his dad push Molly and curse at her. According to Jack, Molly told the kids she was afraid of their dad, but the kids shared with the social worker they were not scared of him. In the days after the murder, Jack said Molly told the kids their family in Ireland was going to try to take them away from her. And those videos were powerful. It was powerful to see kids that young talk about such heavy subjects, but what was also powerful were some of the reactions inside the courtroom. Jack and Sarah have been here since Monday, as they have been for many of their father's legal proceedings over the years. At one point, Sarah started to get emotional and cried and had to leave the courtroom. And you can see Jack put his head down and lean on his uncle and aunt multiple times. Now, tomorrow, we're expecting the state to go into more detail about the significance of them recanting their statement and how that should play in to Martins and Corbett's sentencing. And that should start at 9:30 tomorrow inside Davidson County courtroom. In Davidson County, Madison Forsey, Fox 8 News.
All right, Madison, thank you.